Hi everybody, welcome back to Ginatopia. Well, today I'm going to show you my favorite products for the month of May 2018. Instead of just showing them to you, I'm going to do them on my face. Well, one of my favorite products, which is not a facial product, is the Invisible little hair ties that I use when I tie up my hair. So if you've not tried these little products, they are fabulous. I love them, and you must try those products if you do anything with your hair up. So my first product that I love is also not a hair product or anything, but it is the Lipton Diet Green Tea. I am so addicted to this. Oh my gosh, it's like the elixir of the gods. I love that. Love, 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 love it. Okay, getting into facial products now. I have fallen in love with the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Jar. This, if you have dry skin of any type, is just so comforting on your face. Love, love, love it. And I see that I have some residue of mascara under my eyes. So I guess before I go any further, I should take one of my Avon makeup remover wipes and remove that. These are great little wipes, and if I just use it to remove one little dot of makeup or something when I'm cleaning up, I'll just reuse it and put it in that little container. And let me get my hand mirror here. Wherever it is, there it is. Because they are very, very moist. And I really do like these wipes. Okay. Now, I have been using the Steve Laurent lip oil on my lips every morning. Because I can get such dry lips. And I have been using the Juice Beauty Smoothing Eye Concentrate under my eyes. And you just need just a little dab to do you. Now, I don't do the same makeup routine every morning because some mornings I'm running late. So this is just products that I have been using every day. That lip oil feels so good on my eyes. Now, basically, most of the month of May, I was using the Ulta Beauty Eye Primer, but I gave that to my niece Hunter. And so I was just about finished with that, but we were at a family birthday party, and she had never tried an eye primer before, so I told her, I said, you've got to really try this eye primer. So I gave it to her, but that's what I used most of the month because I was trying to finish that product up. So I gave her that. So I've been trying to finish up my Too Faced eye primer. So this is what I have been using. If I can find it in this mess of stuff here. Give me just a minute. But Hunter is my niece by my sister Natalie. She is such a beautiful girl. I told my sister Natalie, I said, oh, you're going to have so much problems when that girl gets old enough to date. She is so gorgeous. Just gorgeous. You girls with boys don't have that problem, having to worry about boys like you do girls. But Hunter is just so gorgeous. All my nieces are beautiful. So I'm using the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Now, this is not one of my favorite eyeshadow primers. My favorite is the Avon eyeshadow primer, which I have told you all about so many times. And then I love also the Ulta eyeshadow primer. They are not expensive, but they really do work. So I need to send Hunter a text and call her and see if she likes it. So I'm going to let that sit for a second. And hello, Miss Bella. Here is Miss Bella. You all see her fuzzy black tail. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. Let Mama give her some treats. That's what she wants. Here you go. Let me give her a massive amount of treats so I have a little bit more time. And the primer that I have been loving on this month is the No Problem Primer by Touch of Soul. Is it Touch and Soul? Let's see. Where's my magnifying glass? Could just put my glasses on. Touch and Soul. This is a really, really good primer, and you can see how much of it I have used. I really do like this primer and will repurchase it when I need to repurchase a primer. Really do like this primer. So when I apply my primer, not only do I wipe it on, but I just kind of press it into my pores. I think that helps. Then I've got a blemish right here where my glasses rubbed a sore. So if my foundation doesn't cover that, then I will go in with a concealer on top of my foundation. So just kind of press that in. Now this month I have been testing out a couple other foundations. But, you know, I always go back to my tried and true Revlon 24-Hour Color Stay, and I've been using Color 180 this month because I've been using Self Tanner on and off. So we will just use this until I show you some of the other foundations I've been trying out. Use my face wipe to wipe off my hands. And my brush is dirty. Let me see if I can get it to work, and then I'll just blend it in with a beauty blender or a makeup sponge. But I like my IT Cosmetics brush, the flat top brush. I really do like this brush. This brush sells for $48. And I really do like this brush. I never thought a foundation brush would make that much difference, but it really does, especially when it's clean. It just seems to help hide blemishes and everything. I really just do like this brush. Now, the Revlon 24-Hour Color Stay Foundation is a medium coverage foundation. And I always really did like a thick, heavy-duty, full coverage foundation until I found the 24-Hour Color Stay. But this made me like a lighter coverage foundation because it really does stay on for a long, long time. And I tested that theory when I went to New York a few years ago, and then back to Chicago, and then to Niagara Falls, and then I'm going to New York again soon. And it really does last. So, really impressed with this foundation. Now let me take a sponge and just go over that to make sure there's no brush streaks. Since that brush is dirty, a dirty brush will leave streaks. And I kind of need a light to see. should have wet my sponge before I sit down, but I didn't, so I'm not going to get up and wet it. Okay. Now I'm going to go in with the one of the palettes I have been using a whole lot this month is because I'm going to try to pan at least 4 shades in my Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette this year. This palette is getting a little bit older, and I don't want it to waste because it is really such a good palette. So let me pick up this brush that I dropped. I really do enjoy this palette. My niece Sarah gave me this palette, so I don't want it to waste. So let me find some brushes in my bag here. So I'm just using a flat brush. I'm going to go into the creamy shade down here at the bottom. It's called Extra Creamy. Let me set my eyeshadow primer all over with that. I'm just going to do a very simple eye because I'm just going out to the polls to vote. Got to go pretty soon because the polls close at 2 o'clock. We are electing a candidate for the Republican ballot on the for sheriff to run in November. So all of Wise County and the city of Norton have to go vote today. And I guess whether you're Republican or Democrat, you go vote. And my friend Grant Kilgore is running for sheriff, and he is running against Scott Brooks and McAfee. I can't think of McAfee's first name. But anyway, taking a fluffy brush, and I'm going into the Spread the Love, which is a really pretty peach shade. And Grant served in the military for 8 years, and he has served on the Sheriff's Department for 35 years, and he is highly qualified. He is being supported and backed by the current Sheriff Ronnie Oakes, which is highly respected in our area. Ronnie is a former state policeman, and Ronnie is just highly respected. And I work with Grant's brother Harmon. He comes from a really good family. Good Christian people, high morals, and just he is the right candidate for our county, right man for the job. So definitely want to go vote. Mike was going to go with me. We kind of put off going earlier this morning, and then Mike got called into work. So I'm hoping Mike gets off work in time to go vote. We should have got up and gone first thing this morning. We're just kind of laying around. It was the day after our anniversary. Just kind of laying around, being lazy. And didn't get up early. So I put that as my transition shade. It really just pretty peach shade. This is such a pretty palette. I just didn't want it to waste. And you know, I have so many palettes in my collection that it had just kind of got pushed to the side, and I thought, I need to drag that palette out and use it before it goes bad. It still smells good. It doesn't give me any eye problems, so I just decided, yep, I'm going to get this palette out and use it. Now I'm just kind of feathering it up towards my brow. Now I'm going to go, let's see, I'm going to get a smaller fluffy brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Peanut Butter. And I'm just going to go into the crease and then make it into the V with that. Nothing really bright, nothing really, overwhelming, just something light, since it's just a casual day. So I met Shannon Moody a few weeks ago down in North Carolina, and let me tell you, she is the sweetest thing. If you all have not checked out her channel, you need to check her out, and she's starting a new channel, which I have got to get onto and watch on her soap making. And she gave me some bars of her soap, and they are so good. So I'm going to be buying some of her soap. She also gave me a beautiful bead, I'm not sure what to call it, just a kind of like a bead sickle thing that I hung in the rearview mirror of my car, and it's so pretty when it catches the lights. It just sparkles, and it's just beautiful, and I love it. And Shannon is just a sweetheart, and her husband is so, so nice. So you all need to go check out Shannon Moody's channel. She is just a sweet, sweet, sweetheart, and you need to support her, both of her channels. And you also need to support Susan Anthony. I love Susan Anthony. She is just a doll. Check her out. I love those ladies. Super sweet ladies. And Pink Poodle too. Pink Poodle, I've not been on your channel but a couple times in the last few weeks, but I love you, so I'm going to give you a shout out. I've got you a little something I need to get in the mail to you. Susan, I've got something I need to get in the mail to you. I have just been lacking about doing things. I've been so busy, and oh gosh, I've got to get back into doing things I need to do. But I'm going to New York soon, and I'm taking my niece. Hopefully she can get a babysitter to go. I was going to take my husband to Philly for his birthday, and the trip got canceled. So I thought, well, I ran across this really inexpensive trip to New York, so I could take me and my husband and my niece for the same price that I was going to take just me and my husband. So I thought, I told Sarah, I said, well, Sarah, I'll take you for your birthday. Because the last time we went, she really wanted to go. And we take a thing called the Red Eye bus trip. And if y'all don't know about a Red Eye bus trip, you've got to be tough. You get on a bus at like 6 o'clock in the evening. You ride the bus all night long, and they drop you off in New York like between 7 and 8 o'clock the next morning. Of course, you have bathroom breaks and stuff. They stop. And they drop you off, and you're on your own all day long in New York. We've been to New York this way. We went to Niagara Falls this way, and we went to Chicago this way. And they drop you off, and you're on your own. You do your own thing. And they pick you up about 11 o'clock that night. Then you ride the bus all that night back, and they drop you off about noon the next day, which is on Sunday. So, you know, you don't have any hotel bill or anything. It's not for the week. You know, you've got to be tough to do this, but it's a lot of fun. And we've done it. I've got one friend who's done it multiple times, and she got us into doing it, and we really enjoy it. But now, let me tell you, it can be tough on the old bones. You've got to be tough to do it. I don't know how many more times we can actually do it, but I may do it going to Savannah in I'm gonna take the banana shade. We may go to Savannah in September. It's just according how things work out. If everybody in the family's okay, and not sold out of tickets or anything, we may do Savannah. I've been wanting to go to Savannah. We wanted to do New Orleans, but they didn't do any New Orleans trips this year. But like I said, we were going to do the Philly trip, and it got canceled, which really sucked. But normally, like, the New York trips are like $130, but I got these for $89, which is really good. So just a little bit of that peanut butter underneath the eyes. Now I'm going to go in with some mascara, and the mascara that I have been using a lot this month was the Man Eater Mascara by Tarte. And let me show you the brush on this mascara. It's one of those plastic spiky bristles. Now this is not one of my favorite mascaras. I just opened it up and thought I will go ahead and use it. And the reason it's not one of my favorite mascaras is because I am in a bad habit of sticking myself in the eye with this type of brush. And it hurts really, really, really bad. Those little plastic spiky bristles are painful. But it's a good mascara if you like this type of brush, because it will reach and get every eyelash. Now for lashes number 2. I just have to be so careful not to stab myself with it. You know, I'm a one coat and go kind of girl. I don't take time to do 2 coats. If I do, my eyelashes rub my glasses and get them all smudgy. Hey Bella, you back for more? Looks like Miss Bells is back for more. Bella says, maybe I just want to be seen again. Bella says, maybe I just want to be seen again. Yeah. She mommy baby. Yeah. She's just purring up a storm. I can play her like a guitar. Mommy can play her like a guitar. Yes, I can. Yeah. Let me get this baby some more treats. You're going to be hurling treats, girly. Bells is going to be hurling treats, and Mommy's going to be cleaning up hurl. Okay. For the bronzer that I like this month, there were 2 bronzers that I used this month that I really liked. One was the Park Avenue Princess Bronzer by Tarte that I bought, and the other was the NARS Laguna that I got. So both of these I really, really do like. And I have probably showed you the Park Avenue Princess before, so this time I'm going to show you the NARS Laguna. So let me find a little brush that I use with this. Where is my favorite little brush? Here it is. So here is what this looks like. Just doing a very simple face today. And then what I like to do is run it down on my jawline and down on my swaggy chin. You know how we get when we get a certain age. Just down there. Okay. Put the little plastic thing back. And the blush that I have been using is one sent to me by the beautiful Susan Anthony. This is a blush kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I have been using every color in this. I love all these colors. They're beautiful. The one I'm going to use today is this peachy shade right here. Just softly. I gave Hunter a highlighter that I had been using. So the second highlighter I had been using was by Pretty Vulgar, and this is in the shade Shimmering Swan. So that is that. The perfume that I have been loving on this month is by Carol's daughter. It's Manoy. I've been loving on that. I was also using a lot of Dead Sexy, and I gave that to my niece Sarah. I also gave Mother my Amazing Grace perfume. She was wanting to try that, so I gave that to her. A bad habit, if somebody says they like something, I just kind of give it to them. So let's see, what do I need now? And the powders that I have been liking on this month is by Mary Kay, the translucent powders. So I have never been a big powder user because I feel like they kind of age me, but these powders I'm liking on. My sister Whitney sells Mary Kay, and I had a Mary Kay party, and I tried these, and I really did like these. So I may be a powder converted to powder. So did like these. So that is the products that I have been using this month, minus the lippy. And I have been using several lip products this month, but you know my favorite lip products that I use are the Milani lipsticks. I love those. I use those regularly. Those are my favorites. Plus, let's see what else. I don't think I used anything else except for I did use the Too Faced Sugar Daddy that I got compliments on. So I will use that today. This is one of my all-time favorite lipsticks. Bella Hair. So this is my favorite products for the month of May 2019, and I hope you liked my look that it came out. It's just kind of a simple, natural look. If you like my video, give me a thumbs up and a share. If you like my channel, please subscribe. Be sure to hit the little notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video, and be sure to share the love, not the hate. There's so much hatred in this world, and as I always say, if you love someone, make sure they know it, because life is so short. You never know when it'll be the last time that you get to tell them that you love them. And remember, I love you, and I'll see you in my next video.